It's a very erratic series of films. If you like binge them all, you'd just be really confused. CLOVERFIELD is apparently coming back, or not coming back, but having continuing its legacy. We have a new CLOVERFIELD film set from Under the Shadow director Babak Anvari and producer J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams has been involved in all of them as far as producer-wise. I think he didn't direct the first one.
No, that was the Batman director.
Yeah, Matt Reeves, yeah. That was his first big flick. So, yeah, we're getting a new CLOVERFIELD movie. We have 3 up to this point, which we'll talk about those in just a minute. But according to the reports, the apocalyptic world of CLOVERFIELD is expanding. A yet untitled sequel was announced by Paramount Pictures, as first reported by Deadline, with BAFTA winner Babak Anvari set to direct. Screenwriter Joe Barton, The Lazarus Project, is penning the script. Original CLOVERFIELD director Matt Reeves, who went on to helm The Batman, is serving as an executive producer, with J.J. Abrams producing from Bad Robot, along with Hannah Mangola and John Cohen. Brian Burke and CLOVERFIELD screenwriter Drew Goddard will also executive produce. And that's really all we know about it. It's just we're getting in. CLOVERFIELD is continuing. Nick, what do you think of the CLOVERFIELD movies in that universe right there?
First one, great. Whatever they released as, I know. First one, great. 10 Cloverfield Lane, which was not even a Cloverfield movie. I thought was awesome because it's just a great movie. Whatever they released, like the night of the Super Bowl, that nonsense of the Paradox movie.
Cloverfield Paradox, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was awful. But, you know, J.J. Abrams is coming back, probably in producer. I don't know. I thought I saw this article and I'm like, you know, it's cool. Maybe they'll kind of stick back to the like kind of, you know, the original. But Cloverfield seemed like such a cool idea for a universe and like a cinematic universe, and they just kind of went in weird places or took movies that had already been made and like, you're sticking a Cloverfield name on this, and it's like.
Well, that was kind of what their thing was. They said Abrams with the whole 10 Cloverfield Lane. That wasn't a Cloverfield movie originally. It was a different screenplay, and they worked Cloverfield into it, and it worked well. Yeah. What I like about these movies, and even the Paradox one, is not so much the movies themselves. I do like the movie. The first Cloverfield I thought was pretty good. As for a found footage movie, yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it. The 10 Cloverfield Lane is by far the best one, by like a large margin. And Paradox was Paradox. It was whatever. But what I like about these movies is the universe, the world they create, how it's like all these different stories that are more or less non-related, that are happening around this same event of this creature coming. And how each movie we get just a little bit more information about this creature, where it came from, what it is. And it's almost like they're telling a story through telling all these other unrelated small stories. I think that's pretty neat. It kind of shows like a world where lots of different things are happening. And that was kind of, Abrams had commented on that a bit when it came to the purchasing and making of Cloverfield Lane, how that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to kind of have an anthology series, if you will, all these different stories that are centered around this thing happening, but are their own story. And I thought that was I think it's a novel, pretty neat idea. I'd be cool with that. Like, I do hope this new one doesn't deal with the monster directly. It deals with some other thing, and then they work the monster and the whole Cloverfield thing in there just a little bit and give us a little bit more backstory on what's going on there. I think that's a neat idea. It is one of those ideas that is going to take years and years, if not decades, to actually fully explain this thing. But I'm cool with it. I can't say that I'm like crazy excited, most anticipated movie of whatever year, but I will look forward to seeing this. I mean, because even the Paradox movie, while it was really shoehorned in, and I don't fully understand the whole how that movie affects that universe so much, I enjoyed it enough. It was the least of them, but it was fine.
Right.
So I think this could be neat, depending. I mean, we have no idea, especially if I hope they continue the whole each movie being totally different. We don't know if that's what they're doing, but if they do that, then yeah, I'm on board with this. I like it. It's a neat idea. It's a very erratic series of films. If you like binge them all, you'd just be really confused because they're none of the same characters, none of the same stuff. They take place in the same world. So it's pretty much just 3 different movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. What do you think they're going to go that way? Do you think they're just going to make a wholly different type of like this one's going to be a romantic comedy?
Dude, that would be amazing, actually. A
Take
romantic
place in
comedy.
Cloverfield.
Yeah, the Cloverfield monster dates I don't know,
Godzilla?
Mothra. Yeah, Godzilla.
Or Mothra, yeah, that'd be even better. Well, yeah, Cloverfield, we're getting more. I mean, there's not like there's really not anything else on it, except it just talks about the other movies that have come out, but none of them really. Like I said, there's nothing else to say about the other movies. They're all their own thing. I just like. I think that's at least an intro going into these. Cloverfield movies are one of the ones, at this point at least, I know that when you go into a new one, you have no fucking clue what you're about to get.
Yeah.
It could be totally different, a different genre altogether. I mean, the last one was sci-fi. The first one was found footage, which is kind of its own genre. Then you had thriller, like a thriller movie, and then you had sci-fi. It's like, what the fuck? What's next? Horror? I mean, the first one, pseudo horror, I guess. But I mean, comedy. We need to just throw comedy in there. Do a romantic comedy. Throw everybody for a loop. I'm down for it. And then this creature shows up.
Next one's a family film.
I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, Cloverfield. Let us know. Are you guys looking forward to a new Cloverfield movie? What do you want out of a new Cloverfield movie beyond the monster? Do you want a movie that? Because I guess the first one is the only one that somewhat focuses on the monster, but even it doesn't really focus on the monster. It just focuses on these people, and the monster's still in the background. It's not the focus of it. It's more of a focus in that movie than it is the other two. But do you want a movie that focuses on the monster? Would that kind of ruin some of the mystique of it all? Or do you want a movie? Do you want them to continue on to where they have like totally different stories within the same Cloverfield world? I don't know. Let us know in the comments below.